Hey guys, today we will explore link table concept. So how to create a link table when there are more than one fact tables, right? So what I have here is invoice as one fact, purchasing or purchase order as one another fact, and some supporting dimensions: material, supplier, product, category. A typical data set which we normally see in purchasing and supply chain domains, right? So traditionally, I mean, normally when we have one fact table, right, surrounded by multiple dimension tables, we can simply form a star schema. But the problem comes when there is more than one fact table. Okay, so here we have two fact tables, and all the dimensions are shared between both the fact tables. So we could see there is a foreign key for all the dimensions in both the facts. So we cannot link all the dimensions to both the facts, right? And that is where we require this link table approach or a bridge table, right? So let me quickly reload this data, and let's see how it looks in our data model. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So I have these two facts, and all the facts are linked to my dimension tables: material, supplier, product. Okay, so this is a subset dimension, but all other three rest three are all directly connected to both the facts. So this data model is not going to work, correct, and it's not the right approach. So we normally follow two approach in handling these kind of scenarios. One approach is concatenation. So, okay, we can concatenate these two facts as long as the granularity is same, or if data is similar, we can simply concatenate these two fact and have a flag to differentiate the record. And simply we can get a single fact table, and then we can easily associate our primary and foreign keys, right? I can easily relate my fact to the dimension. I will get a star schema. So that is one approach, concatenating two facts. Another approach is we create a link table or a bridge table between the dimension and the fact, okay, which is similar to how click handles it. So if I go click on internal table view, let's see how click handles it. Okay, and that is exactly what we are going to copy actually. So if you see here, Click has created a new bridge table or a link table between the dimensions. So all my dimensions are over here on the left hand side, and the facts over here on the right side. There is a new link table in between. So what it has is, it has got all the keys from my dimension, and in the fact you could see there is a composite key, right? So the synthetic key one is nothing but a combination of all the product, supplier, and material, three combination, and here there is a three key combination, and these two are linked to this composite key in the link table. This is one half of the data model. The other portion is, this link table is linked to the dimensions through all these respective IDs: my product, my material, supplier. So now every selection I make in this dimension is going to hit this link table, and it's going to update the composite key which I have over here, and that is going to be passed to by both the facts. So I will get the relevant information from both the fact tables. Okay, so we have some key measures in invoice. One is the spend detail, the invoice date, the invoice to quantity, invoice ID, the primary key of this fact. Similarly, for purchase order, I have the PO ID, the PO quantity, and the order date. So these are all the few metrics we have in these fact tables. Okay, so now let's go ahead and implement a link table concept. So rather than allowing click to form its own synthetic key and putting overhead on click, we will create our own link table and we'll sort this data model. Okay, so now let's go to script. So now what we have to do is, we have this dimensions ready: category, product, supplier, material. So all we have to do is create a link table between this dimension and the fact. So let me just name this as link table. So I'm going to bring in records from the PO. So what I need is, I don't want these metrics. All I need is these three fields. Okay. So I'll just create a composite key out of it. I'll simply concatenate this. okay, as my key. So I'm just going to pull only the distinct records. Okay. So as a best practice, whenever we create a composite key or lengthy key with the combination of multiple fields, it is always recommended to go with auto number. We have already explored this in our past videos. So let me go with auto number so that I will get a numerical key out of this combination. Okay, it's always recommended to go with that to save memory and to improve performance. Okay, so now I got this table where I have this composite key, product, supplier, and material, and I have the individual keys. Similarly, I'm going to bring in the data from invoice as well. Okay, so I'll just remove all these metrics which I don't require. So again, I don't need this ID. So all we need is product ID, supplier ID, material ID. I'm just going to copy this, paste it over here, load distinct. Okay. So we have same set of combinations over here from the invoice as well. Now, if you notice, these two tables are almost similar. Okay. So if you remember our concatenation concept, these two tables are going to get auto concatenated since both the metadata are same, right? This field, this field, this field, all the column are same. Okay, but still we can go ahead and place a concatenate. It is optional since both are the same. I'll add one more field just to differentiate. Okay, since we are concatenating two, it's always best to have some flag to differentiate. So if you want to differentiate which record comes from which table, right? Um, so we'll add a flag to differentiate the records. So I'll call this as flag. And content will be PO. And here I'll name this as invoice. Okay, and flag. So always better to have a flag when we concatenate multiple tables. So now I got the link table ready, which is a concatenation of these two tables having only the IDs, right? Now, similarly, I have to place this. See, when we create auto number, this orders are really important. Okay, it has to be on the same order. Only then these numbers will match, right? So it will be meaningful because it's an auto number. It's a hash key. So let's copy that and let me add this to the fact. Okay, my purchase order and my invoice table. So I don't need these keys anymore. I have the composite key over here which is going to be linked to the link table. So I'm just commenting out these. Similarly, I will comment out these fields from here. So now what we have in the fact is composite key on the corresponding metrics, uh, the quantity, the date, and its corresponding ID. Similarly, in the invoice ID, its quantity, its spend, date, etc. So now I have the invoice factory, PO factory. I have this link table key. Okay, and these keys are going to be linked to my respective dimensions over here. Okay, I think hope all set. Let's quickly reload this. Let's validate the data model. Okay, so now what we got is we got a link table, invoice, purchase order, material. So now if you remember our very first internal table view, the way click handled it, so we have done something similar. We have created our own synthetic, a composite key combination of these three IDs. So that link table is now linked to invoice and purchase order on the one half. The other half link table is linked to all my dimensions. So any filter selections I do from this dimension is going to get passed to the link table, and this key will transfer those selections to the respective facts, and it's going to pull the records from the respective fact tables. Okay, so now this is how we create a link table. So let's quickly visualize that in the UI. So I have a filter already created. So I have this all the dimensions, category, product, supply name, material, etc. Let me quickly create two tables just to visualize it. So one is for invoice. I will add all the invoice related details, the my invoice ID, invoice quantity. What else? We should have our um, date, invoice date, right? Let me also add the key just for reference. One for PO. So I'll add my purchase order ID. We should have quantity, PO quantity. There should be some date, which is order date. Mm, We'll also add our key column here as well. So this is the key. This is the purchase order ID. How much quantity on which date the order was placed, and these are the invoice. And in the invoice, we can add our measure, which is the spend amount, right? So sum of spend. Okay. So now let's quickly apply some filter and let's validate this. So now let's say I am interested in a particular category, and I could see the corresponding key, and I can get the corresponding details from both invoice and PO for this category, right? So this is the invoice ID. This is the purchase order placed for 5 quantity on so and so date. The invoice happened for 2 quantity and so and so date for this much amount. So similarly, we can select any filters from any of these dimensions, and we can get the respective data from both the corresponding facts, invoice and PO. Okay. So hope we got some basic understanding of how link table works and how to implement it. Please do let me know in the comment section for any clarification. Thanks for watching.